Stop the intro. We're not doing the intro yet. We're going to do it in a bit. But firstly, I need to say thank you. This feels a bit weird, but I actually need to say thank you to Reddit. I know you lot are the first people going to see this. People of YouTube, take this also as a thank you to you guys, but I would be nowhere without the support of the people who promote, either directly or indirectly, my videos. And a large part of that, at the start of the year and at the start of my channel, came down to people on Reddit and then a few people on YouTube. So I have to give you a huge thank you. Without the support of Reddit, without the support of r/Global Offensive, I probably wouldn't have this many subs or this many videos, more importantly. So thank you. I'm going to be thanking more people as the video progresses, but just wanted to start that off before we even did the intro. You guys deserve it. Huge thanks. So this is Demo of the Week, but it's kind of the end of year recap as well. For me, this has been a monumental year, and I felt like thanking a bunch of people in a video because they deserve it. So for a start, I'd like to thank everyone who's a part of the larger CSGO pro scene for any sort of promotion they've given me. That could be players, so Malbs, Fang, Neofrag, Spinks even. So many names. Guys who have retweeted my content, liked it, done things that have brought it to the attention of the greater fan base. Thank you so much. A thank you to guys like Maui Snake, Thorin, who are analysts in the scene, who have retweeted my work, or in Thorin's case, also brought me on his shows. It's had a huge impact on my career. Well, it's a bit far to call it a career, but on my time on YouTube and on the work I've done. Next people to thank are my community, the guys who have been in my comments, like, been excited when they see me in other people's videos, who've suggested things that have allowed me to make more content. You're part of the lifeblood of the channel, and you allow me to keep making content. And yeah, without the fans, I'd never have done roster review, and I probably wouldn't have done half of the videos I've done in quite the same way. So big thank you to all of my community. The other great reason for making this video, this exact video in the same way I'm making it, is that it's my transition into next year. It's my transition into the first real event of the year that I give a toss about, and that's the WePlay Academy Season 3. So, the two new teams, Eternal Fire and Spirit, both those new academies are going to be added. I've chosen a player from the Eternal Fire Academy to actually review. I found a demo of his from, I think, August, playing only in Turkey at the time, but this is duggyversus on Inferno against Sangal. Essentially, maybe not quite at the time, but close to the best competition they could face. I'm not sure if the Eternal Fire main team existed yet, but still. I've tried to record this twice. Both times I've had tech issues, and I'm not going to watch the entire 45-minute demo again. Instead, I'm going to summarize my notes, show you the clips that are most relevant to what I'm talking about, just so you get an understanding of what I saw, and also just to make it a little more concise, because this is not one of the bigger names I'd possibly be reviewing on this series. So, on the T side, Dougie mostly rifled. He hits a good number of headshots, nice little flicks, adjustments, converting on little opportunities to make kills happen. His crosshair placement was half decent, honestly, a pretty high level for someone who's, I think, primarily an AWPer. I'm not entirely sure if he will be an AWPer on this side. If he isn't, he's got the AK chops to play. His M4A4, the little I saw of it wasn't sparkling, but there's potential. When he did have the AWP in hand, he was rather passive, even though he was quite aggressive on the rifle. Maybe something to do with the team structure or lack thereof. Speaking of, there's a moment that's burned into my mind where he just walks up mid with the bomb, with his AWP in hand. No smoke covering him at top mid, no teammates to trade him, flash for him, do anything. They were all in second mid, and it was incredibly sloppy and ill thought out, and could have been an absolute disaster. It's the kind of play you really don't want to see. We saw a little bit of speed from him on the T side, but nothing else in terms of his AWPing. So that's where we move on to the CT side, which is a completely different affair. He picked up a lot of opening frags, a lot of multi-kills, a lot of really impressive AWPing in terms of the multi-kills he's finding because of the speed. Some of it was combat, some of it wasn't. It was fairly impressive. I liked a lot of his raw mechanics that he showed off on the CT side, but there was some stuff that I really hated. He was lamentably predictable, like holy crap. Every single round, he basically did the exact same thing. Peek mid, fall back and hold from long. Over and over again. And it was so predictable that Sensei, the AWPer for Sangal, just got the timing for the mid peek, just walked out, picked him off. And the very next round, he went back and did the exact same peek again. It was kind of shocking, to be honest. We saw no banana picks, really. No apps picks. Nothing really to do with any short play. There were a few times as well where he looked sloppy and kind of carefree about the way he adjusted. Like he fell off the mid angle to look at second mid for like half of a millisecond, then just fucked off, and it was kind of weird. He would have got caught out because he didn't seem very committed to actually peeking it or holding it. He just kind of flicked his crosshair at it, scoped, unscoped, and moved on. Like he almost got caught out also once with his pistol, well, with his knife out, really rotating away from long, the thing he's been holding the entire game. Thankfully, the opponent was absolutely awful, and he was able to whip out his deagle and headshot them in time. That was quite something to behold. All of this made it quite clear that he definitely needs to be in an academy. He's amazing. Raw mechanics. duggyversus is absolutely nuts. The real issue right now is that he needs to be able to play smarter and more methodically to not get caught out, to not get completely red, like doing the same thing every damn round. Teams will abuse him. Teams will definitely find ways to just exploit him. So in order to make that step to tier 1, he needs to spend some time getting drilled into this idea of playing properly and playing to a certain methodology. Hopefully that's what playing in at the Eternal Fire Academy will do, because if you look at every other part of his game, just the stuff that's just moving the mouse and clicking, he's absolutely cracked. He's awesome. Just needs some time to figure out how to do that stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. Shout out to my £10 patrons, Lagit, Excel, the Elite Contenders. Thank you as always, man. And yeah, that's all for this one. I'll catch you in the new year. Goodbye.